Today, Top 30 is the only company in the world able to design, produce, set up and manage a top-level competition. Everything within the same company. Everything with the trustworthiness and professionalism that an official competition requires. Everything. Top 30. Top 30. The heart of climbing.
And hello to you wherever you are, and I welcome you to Arco in northern Italy. We're just a couple of miles north of the beautiful area of Lake Garda. Paradise of the rich and famous, but today it's a paradise for some of the best speed climbers in the world. 33 of them in all, 17 men and 16 women will take to the walls very shortly. And I'll just run you through the women's start list. Starting off with Andrea Rojas from Ecuador, Lucia Kokova of Slovakia, Margot Heitz from France, the veteran Edita Ropek from Poland, Sofia Correa of Ecuador, Elena Gay-Demakina from Russia, Claudia Busek, the 21-year-old Pole, Anastasia Savisko from the Ukraine, Stephanie Pikla from Austria, Maria Ustimeyenko from the Ukraine, the young 18-year-old, Ksenia Potukina, Natalia Tetova, Maria Krasavino, all three of them from Russia, Maria Boyko, Yulia Levatikina from Russia as well, Samarina Kokova from Slovakia, and Monika Prokopik, I do beg your pardon, from Poland. 17 of them women, 16 will qualify for the round of 16, so only one person will drop out on this early stage. The gentlemen look like this. There are 16 of them in all, and each of them will be playing for seedings because all of them will make it through to the round of 16. This is the lineup. Manuel Escobar from Venezuela, Yevgeny Vitsakovsky of Russia, Stanislav Kokorin, also of Russia, Isaac Estevez from South America, one of the Ecuadorians, Lucas Swerk from Poland, Bassa Mauhen of France, Johan Lacosta of France, Danilo Bodriev of the Ukraine, his fellow countryman Oleksiy Yurko, Andreas Quinteros of Ecuador, Sergei Abdrakhamenov of Russia, Arseny Shevchenko of Russia, Jedrzej Komozinski of Poland, Leonardo Gontaro of Italy. Just two more to go. Sergei Sinitsyn, and finally Libo Horza. Just to remind you how this qualifications work. 2 races each competitor will have, and it's the best time. Of course, we'll make it through to the round of 16, but even though there's 16 men, so all the men will be going for seedings as the top 16. 1 will play 16 in the qualification, 2 will play 15, 3 will play 14, and so on and so forth in a straight knockout, which will follow these qualifications, and the quarterfinals, the semi-final and the final will happen later tonight. Weather here today in Arco, very, 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 very poor. It has been basically biblical here for the past couple of days. It's been raining, and when I say rain, I mean torrential rain. We were wondering yesterday when a lot of the guys were practicing and setting up that it could have been more than at one point called off because of health and safety reasons, maybe because there was so much ground underfoot. Because I was chatting to one of the organisers here yesterday, and he said the last 3 months has been baking here in the mid 30 degrees centigrade, but now it really has been. Basically, the water has been sitting on top of this baked ground, and there was so much puddle. There was underneath an inch of water yesterday, part of this arena, but all is well. But however, as I say that, the rain is forecast again for today. Thundery showers has been forecast, and tomorrow as well for this end of this Rockmaster Festival, heavy rain has been forecast as well. So if you're coming down here to Arco, make sure you bring an umbrella with you or a very good anorak because heavy rain is forecast. 6.26 seconds is the men's world record, broken here during the World Championship here in Arco last year, 12 months ago. packed out crowd there was here last year. We're expecting a great crowd as well over the next couple of days. It is early here, 9 a.m. just gone. And the women's world record, of course, was broken a number of times out in Chamonix a few weeks ago in early July. And we brought that to you here on IFSC.tv. Everywhere I look around in the sky, it's a bit of a smorgasbord of cloud. It's grey cloud, white cloud, a little bit of blue sky. That is actually the blue sky above my head. It's shaped like the boot of Italy, so, which is a bit of a coincidence, as we are here in northern Italy as well. 8:53, the women's world record. Le Mokotchina of Russia broke that, I think, a couple of times out in Chamonix. In the qualifying, I believe. Yeah, and amazingly, she did leave a medal. But that's what happens in sport. You do see it in many sports called world records being broken. Some people hitting breaking records and sometimes never even win events. You know, it's just the biggest one that comes to mind, Brian Lara, when he hit that world record score of 400 not out against England in a cricket match a few years ago. The West Indies didn't even win that test, amazingly. Ended in a draw. But we're just waiting for the climbers to come out here. A lot of them are just sitting down, getting prepared. They're right next to the wall, all of them, a lot of them with music on, their massive headphones, just getting ready, getting themselves psyched up and ready to go. A lot of them will look for, try and get that good climb in early and go quick, get them so they can maybe settle down a gear for their second leg, for their second race. And just remind you, only one lady will drop out. There's 17 women and 16 men qualifying. It's a high quality field, even though the World Youth Championships are taking place. A lot of the younger climbers will be out there. And also bear in mind, 2 weeks time, a lot of them may be resting for the World Championships that will be in Paris in 2 weeks time. It's an old adage that they say in golf that a lot of the top players don't play the week before a major championship. And some players do, some of them to try and find the form, some of them just to rest themselves, make sure they're 100% when they play at the big tournaments. I think that's the case of a lot of these speed climbers as well. Some of the big names may be resting, thinking about taking that world title in 2 weeks' time, but some of them are here to try and get that World Cup victory under their belt so they can go into Paris with a massive shot of confidence. So just a few of them getting ready. You can see on the middle of your screen, the gentleman there in the brown trousers. That's the IFSC delegate Tim Hatch. He'll be the starter for these races. So he'll be the gentleman who'll get all these guys underway. And he's the man, he's the boss of this as well. So he'll make sure that fair play is conducted throughout. This is the only sanctioned IFSC event of this Rockmaster Festival, but we are still going to be here covering the lead, as well as the bouldering knockout, which is it's on Sunday afternoon, as well as the lead duel, which is something I'm looking forward to watching, which will also be on Sunday as well. But the big Rockmaster tournament, the big lead competition, that happens on Saturday. Semi-finals take place Saturday afternoon, and the final late this evening. We are expecting a capacity crowd here in northern Italy, just on the shores of Lake Garda, for this fantastic festival of climbing. Number 1, Emmanuel Escobar of Venezuela. On the left of your screen, and Oleksiy Yurko of the Ukraine on the right. They're just getting ready here. So Escobar and Yurko just getting ready here. Escobar and Yurko, they're the two waiting now. They're just, jury present, just getting them ready now. He's just making sure both climbers are ready. And he's just waiting for the thumbs up from the organisers here to make sure they're ready as well. The crowd is just beginning to stream in. There's only a handful here right now. But as I said, we are expecting loads more later this evening. Of course, these speed finals take place under cover of darkness tonight here in Arco, where we are expecting a massive crowd here for this Rockmaster Festival, which has been so well supported throughout the years. I think they're just waiting for one of the clocks, in fact, on the left-hand side of the wall, just to get ready, just to make sure it's turned on. That's what they're waiting for right now. You see, the one on the right is ready. We're just waiting for the one on the left, so they're just making sure everything is correct. So Yurko will be on the right-hand side, Escobar on the left. Escobar, the 27-year-old Venezuelan, double World Cup champion. Has on the best 20-12 so far. 15 out in Chamonix was his best ever performance. And as for Yurko, 21 years of age, bit of an unknown quantity in these games. And now both climbers are being called to the start. And then away, great start there from Yurko. I think Yurko went on the B of the bang. I think he went too quickly on the B of the bang, in fact. I thought it was too much of a good start. So both climbers will be called back. I think Yurko just went a millisecond too quickly. So they'll just reload. See, the starter there has got his pistol ready as well, just in case of those false starts. Oh, I think it's something that should continue, I think, in athletics as well. The old pistol to get the races going. It's been going since the 1800s in athletics. And such a great thing is to see here as well. So just to remind you, Escobar, the Venezuelan, on the left-hand side, Yurko on the right. First race of these qualifiers. And then away this time, a lot more cooler start this time. Yurko is doing well. He's got a half-length lead over Escobar, and he's going to take this quite easily in time of 7.52. And that's for Escobar, 9.44. He'll be a little bit disappointed with that, with the Venezuelan. But a good start there from Yurko, which has been revised to 7.52. So the Ukraine will be pleased with his performance there. That's a good one he's done in the bank so far. It'll be the gentlemen, all the gentlemen will be going first. Their first race here, but there is a replay. A bit of a tentative start for both climbers, especially from Escobar on the left-hand side, but Yurko did well. He got his half-length lead halfway up the wall and just took it really with ease. And Escobar just loses his footing there on the left-hand side, but he's got one more race to capitalise. But just remember, all these gentlemen will qualify, but they're just playing for seedings. 16 have come here, and 16 will qualify. On the left-hand side, it will be Evgeny Vitsekovskik, and on the right-hand side, it will be Andres Quinteros. So it's Russia v Ecuador, and then away. Great start, and once again, another false start. Our jury president, Tim Hatch, the IFSC delegate here, he's been very on the ball early this morning. Spotted 2 false starts already, and he said it was the Russian who caused it. Vyasikovskik of Russia, Quinteros of Ecuador. Clock's being reloaded. And they've both been called to the start again. They're away this time. Quinteros, this time, has got to an awful start, but the Russian is doing very well here. He's going to do this at a very good time. Oh, he's missed the button. Oh, dear. 8.83 for Quinteros. Vytsikovskik misses the button, so his time won't count, but he does have a reprieve, as there's only 16 qualifying, and there's only 16 here competed, so he may be seated low, but all is not lost for the Russian. Look at the replay here. The Venezuelan were off to a very, very cautious start, but the Russian The Russian staying on the left-hand side. Just keep your eye on him on the left of your screen as he comes to the top. Misses the button. He's just missed it by about a matter of inches. But that's all it takes in this game. I've seen it so many times in speed climbing in the past. That's one climber just misses the button and it's game over. This time, as the rain starts falling down here in Arco, Stanislav Kokorin on the left-hand side. Sergei Abdrakhmanov on the right. So Kokorin on the left, Abdrakhmanov on the right. It's a Russian derby, they're away. And once again, there's another false start. Abdrakhmanov, I think it was on the right-hand side this time. Now Jody President really on the ball. Yes, it was. Abdrakhmanov on the right-hand side causing that false start. Sergei Abdrakhmanov, three-time World Cup champion, the 22-year-old, the world number 6. Then you got Kokorin, the world number 2, four-time World Cup champion, the 22-year-old. Also a champion earlier this year out in Chamonix. 5th in Valdeone, so he hasn't had a bad season so far. They're away this time. Good start from Kokorin, the neck and neck, these two. This could be a final later on tonight. This Abdrakhmanov it is. Gonna get there first, he does. 6.73 seconds, 7.22 for Kokorin. Not a bad effort from both these climbers. Guaranteed they'll be seeded quite highly come this evening's final. Yeah, it was a great start from both the Russians, in fact. Really early in this race, they were neck and neck halfway at the wall. Kokorin, just a tiny little slip, caused his fellow countrymen to go through, but still, not a bad effort from both climbers, and they'll be pleased with their first race. Isaac Estevez of Ecuador. Bit of an unknown quantity. It's his first tournament on IFSC calendar this year. Arseny Shevchenko of Russia. Shevchenko, the world number 7, 5 times. He's come second in World Cups. He's been the bridesmaid of this competition. He's never been the bride. Will his time come today?
You need something to cover or not?
5th out in Chamonix, 5th in Chongqing, 9th in Valdeone, so he's been a bit of a quarterfinal specialist this year. Estevez on the left, Shevchenko on the right. Are we going to have a race without a false start? Yes, we are. Estevez with a bit of a slump in his start. Shevchenko stumbled already, so Estevez could go through. But this is a great comeback from Shevchenko. Was he going to get there first? Yes, he will. No, he missed the button. They both missed the button. Estevez actually recovered well to put a time in of 10.31. Shevchenko will be disappointed with that, though. But again, as I said before, he's got the reprieve of knowing that he's going to qualify anyway, but he may be seeded quite low. There was Shevchenko, there's a slip in there. He slipped a couple of times here. As they headed up towards the sky. Just keep your eye on Shevchenko here. Missed the button. Both climbers in fact missed the button. But Estevez got lucky that he got it on a second go. So not exactly textbook climbing from both of these athletes, but still. Anyway, the next race is ready. And they are away. It's an all-Poland derby between these two, and they're going quite well on the right. It's neck and neck on the button, this one. The one and it's Kominsinski missed the button as well. That's the third climber to do that. Lucas Swerk with a time of 7.18. That's not a bad score. Not a bad time, in fact, to get him in the qualification. Here's the race in its entirety. Swerk on the right, Kominsinski on the Swerk on the left, Kominsinski on the right. In fact, both climbers were neck and neck up to this point. But Kominsinski, like the Russian counterparts before him, missed the button right at the death. Swerk was with a time of 7.18. We're just getting ready here again. Bassamoan of France, the 27-year-old. Against Leonardo Gontero of Italy, the 18-year-old row number 26. He'll be cheered on from some of these fans here in Arco, no doubt. They're away. There, Granales at Lyle. Oh, that is a late false start call from our IFSC delegate. They were nearly 3/4 up the wall, in fact, when that was called, and it was the Frenchman, Bassamoen, who caused it. So they'll both reload. A bit more chalk, so they can get a good grip on all them holds. The same route that they have in every IFSC event, that is exactly the same route worldwide. So they should all know it like the back of their hands. Second time locking, they're away. Mohem on the left-hand side, Gontaro on the right-hand side, it's neck and neck. Gontaro just slipped there, so Mohem's going to take this race quite comfortably. 7:09, good time. 7.42 from Gontaro is very respectable as well. Both climbers will be pleased with that one. A steady start from both climbers. Gontero was on the right-hand side, his foot just slipped. I think there it was, I think. Mohem just looking steady, looking calm and collected. There was another slip from Gontero as well to let the Frenchman go through. 7:09 he won that race in. But still, they have one more race to go. And remember, the men are only playing for seedings. Johan Lacusta of France, the 20-year-old. Sergei Sinitsyn as well. Oh, Sinitsyn is off to an awful start. Lacusta doing very well here. Sinitsyn trying to come back to, oh, Lacusta's gone. Unlucky. Sinitsyn will put it in time. He's missed the button as well. Oh, disaster for both climbers. They're 4 and 5 now who have missed the button completely. I'm not sure if a lot of these climbers were at the Rockmaster Award ceremony last night and partying into the early hours, because there are 5 of them so far who have missed the war, and it is a schoolboy error, you could say, for these guys. Next 2 climbers coming up on the wall. Just both of them getting ready. Daniel Obodrev of the Ukraine, Libor Hoza of the Czech Republic. These are the last 2 climbers of this first race. Hoza, the 25-year-old, world number 5. He was first out in Chamonix in 2010, his only World Cup title. Bodriev, second in Chamonix this year, the 20-year-old, world number 11. As the rain's turned into drizzle here in Arco, they're away. Surely a false start it is. Hoza went before the B of the bang there. So they'll just get themselves ready. That's about the 4th or 5th false start we've had in the 8 races in this first half of these men's qualifiers. The women are just getting themselves ready, a lot of them with big coats on, just keeping themselves warm. It is a bit cool here in Arco this morning. I've got a big coat on as well. Keep myself dry from the rain. You don't really see it much on your screen, but it is really, a lot of guys up with umbrellas. Some guys really got here early in the morning as well to get the best seat in the house. They're away this time. Hoza with another good start, and he's going to take this race quite comfortably, I think. But Bodriev trying to come back, but Hoza will take it quite comfortably. 6.84, great time. 7.3 for Bodriev, both respectable. They both got their times. They both got their times in the bank already. But that was a very good climb there from Libor Hoza. Keep behind him on the right-hand side. Excellent stuff this from the Czech. 1 World Cup title to his name out in 2010. but he's won the speed event at the Rockmaster on these walls in Arco a couple of times, so he knows it really well. It's a good hunting ground for him. So I think we'll be coming back now in reverse from the first race. So that's Manuel Escobar on the right-hand side. Alexei Yurko on the left. They're away, both climbers off to a good steady start. Yurko on the right, Escobar on the left. He's got a quarter length lead of Yurko now, but Escobar's coming back, it's going to be tight. Oh, and Escobar just slipped there, but 7.44 is a good time there from Yurko. Escobar 8.10, both climbers will be reasonably pleased with their time. Both of them should get seated roughly in the middle. Yurko there on the left-hand side. It was a steady performance there from Yurko. In fact, just Escobar here. There was just a little bit of a slip, a little bit of hesitation. I think it's the best way of describing it from the Ecuadorian, the Venezuelan. I do beg your pardon. But still, they'll both be there. 16 men, and they're only playing for seedings. So, Quinteros, Viesekovskiy. The world number one on the right-hand side, and he's making this look like mincemeat right now. Easy does it, 7.03, and he's had a canter. 8.669 for Andreas Quinteros. Wojciechowski, I do beg your pardon. 7.03, he'll be pleased with the world number one. 3-time World Cup champion, second in Valdones, his best result this year, but he looks in sparkling form early in the morning here in Arco. The rain's getting a little bit heavier here now, but luckily the speed wall is under cover. As you can see there on your replay there, it is under the cover, so it shouldn't have much of an effect unless we have a massive gale coming in here. But anyway, so the All-Russian derby once again, Abdrakhmaniov against Kokorin. Both these Russians struggled, if my memory serves me rightly, in the last climb, so let's see what they can do this time. Both of them get up to a steady start, and one of them's gone already. Abdrakhmanov has gone, Kokorin has also gone. Unbelievable. What happened there? Well, we're going to have to double check here. I'm going to have to get the abacus out here to double check if they've got qualifying times, but that is remarkable. Both of them fell. I'm not sure if it could have been a little bit of sportsmanship here. But one of them slipped, and the other one just fell off the wall. Well, remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. But they've been called away. That's it. That's their time done. So we're going to have to wait and see if actually one of them did a time. Interesting. But anyway, third race. Shevchenko of Russia against Isaac Estevez of Ecuador. Here we go. Abdrakhmaniov was 6.73 in his first climb, so. And false start again. Yeah, I've just been confirmed by my producer Adrian that both the climbers in the last race have already had good times, so they'll be guaranteed to have some decent seedings. But once again, another false start. Another IFSC delegate coming over now, just to chat with Tim Hatch, the starter. 6.73 is the quickest time so far by Abdrakhmanov. So they're just getting reloaded here. Shevchenko, he failed to hit the button the first time around. He's got to make sure he gets it time this time. Otherwise he could be in massive trouble. And he's struggling a little on the left-hand side. Estevez doing quite well here. Is the Ecuadorian. Shevchenko hit the button. He makes sure he does this time. 8.05. Estevez 8.44. Shevchenko. Five-timer second place. The 22-year-old one, number 7. This rain has definitely got heavier now in the last few minutes. Luckily, I've been given a parasol to sit under, to watch these climbers. And as I say that, the sun is trying to burst through as well. They say the sun shines on the righteous, and hopefully It'll do so as long as it can this afternoon here in Arco. Oh, Poland derby this time. Komazinski on your left-hand side of your picture didn't fail to hit the button the first time, so he's going to get a time. He'll take the cautious approach, and then another false start once again. Wow. I think that's the 7th false start I think we've had in this competition so far. They're just making sure. Yeah, and it was the Swerk on the right-hand side. Lucas Swerk is already qualified, so expect him to go lightning fast here. Komazinski needs a time, so he's going to take the penitent approach, but Swerk is quite slow at the blocks. Komazinski is just taking his time here. He's taking it really easy, really easy. Swerk, in fact, missed the button. 7.07 from Komazinski. Lucas Swerk, I think he just took that like a stroll in the park. You know, no effort there whatsoever, but he didn't need to. He's already qualified. 16 men and 17 women. All these guys in the men will go through. So they're all playing for seedings. Leonardo Gontaro from Italy against Bassa Moem of France. Gontaro was got cheered on by this partisan crowd earlier on. Let's see if they do the same. They're away. Moem was very quick at the blocks, but no false start's been called. Gontaro's coming back in it though, really well, and Gontaro's going to take this surely. Roll in the ball quickly. Wow, 1/100th of a second in that one. Bassa Moem 6.92, Gontaro 6.93. Great climbing from both men. This is a great climb. I thought Moem, he really went on the beat of the bang. Got it, went out the blocks really perfect, and went out to a fantastic start. Gontaro come back at him. It looked like at this point he was going to take it over ahead of the Frenchman, but the Frenchman got there with 1/100th of a second. Great stuff. Next climbers are out, and they're away already. The Russian on the left-hand side, and he's into this rally with 6.90 in fact from the Russian. Johan Lacusta on the right-hand side with a time of 8.14. Sergei Sinitsyn it was, who got there with a time of 6.90, and he was flirting with danger because he didn't actually do a time in his first climb, but still got there really well. It was an excellent climb this from the Russian, in fact. Got there on the button. He did well, beat his French counterpart by at least a good second. Now then, this is where we get the final race. And as you can see there, what the rain, you can see on the replay there, how heavy it is coming down here. Look, everybody behind me with kagouls up, anoraks, umbrellas ahead. Leave a Horsa now, from the Czech Republic. Bodriev of the Ukraine. Horsa gone out lightning quick. He's up there like Spider-Man. Fantastic stuff this from the Czech. Bang, 6.46. Great time from the Czech. 7.01 from Bodriev is still respectable. Horsa, 2/10 off world record pace, and he's coming down shaking his head, looking disappointed. The fourth fastest time in history, I've just been informed by my producer. That was lightning quick from Libor Horsa, and he's walking off with disappointment etched on his face. He really did go for that one there. It's a €500 prize, by the way, for anybody who does break the world record. So a little bit of a bonus for anybody who does. Now then, it's ladies' time. On the left-hand side, Andrea Rojas of Ecuador. And on the right-hand side will be Stephanie Pichler of Austria. This rain really is getting heavy now. It's grey clouds all around me. Rockers on the left, Pichler on the right. Women's qualifications getting underway. 17 of them, 16, only 16 go into it. So one of these girls will drop out. Both the climbers getting ready. I'm getting called to that. Well, they're just double checking the timing system, in fact. Making sure that's okay. Now they're getting called to the marks. They're away. Good start there from Pichler. Slow and steady, tries to take it, but she's taking, both these climbers taking their time. They're just making sure they're going to get a time. But Rokas is taking an eternity to get up this wall. But Pichler will get there, 10.43. Rokas, a little bit slow this. 13.75. She'll hope to try and better that in her second race. Good start that was from Pichler. I think Rokas did struggle a little there on the early part of this climb. Pichler was just taking it steady, just a time just over 10 seconds. Was good enough for the Austrian. And she gets the button 3 seconds ahead of her counterpart from Ecuador. On their way again between Lucia Kokova and Maria Ustimienko, and already the Slovakian has gone. Ustimienko was going to take this at a canter, but she's struggling as well. She'd be happy just to get a time in, I think. Wow, it's not quick at all. 17.11 seconds. Mistakes galore in that race. Here's the replay for you. The Slovakian on the left-hand side, the Ukrainian on the right, and the Slovakian got over to the fourth hold and then fell. Very disappointed she must be. But even the Ukrainian just took a lot of time to get up this wall. She did struggle halfway up, and a time of 17 seconds is very much below par for speed climbing. Margot Heats against Kasanina Polkina. Heats of France, Polkina of Russia, they're away. Good start there from the French girl, but the Russians have got a slender lead, but Heats is coming back at her. This could be tight. I think Heats is going to take it though. She slipped though. Polkina should take this, and she slipped as well. Oh, they're both slipping. It's all over the place. Kasanina with a time of 11.7. Margot Heats at a time of 13.02. Wow, mistakes galore. I'm not sure if the rain is actually getting on these holds, in fact, because both climbers were slipping all over the place. Absolute carnage in this race it was. The rain is getting heavier here, but both climbers did really struggle. There's one slip there from the Russian, another slip there from the French girl. Keep your eye on the Russian on the right-hand side of your picture. There's a slip again, and then Heats comes through and slips as well. There's another one. Wow, it's more slips than an England Test match fielding team, honestly. So the next climbers are just getting ready and getting called to the start. Anita Ropek of Poland, Natalia Titova of Russia. Ropek's away. Good start. Titova's also with a good start. Saw her practicing before. She was disappointed with her practice climbs. Let's see how she does with the real thing. Ropek's coming back with a quarter-length lead. She's going to get there first, no doubt. And Titova's missed the button. Another climber's missed the button. She's a little bit disappointed there, but she's still got one more chance. But remember, 17 climbers in the women's race, 16 only go through. So it will be pressure on the Russian on her second climb. Next two climbers coming out. Sofia Correa, the 18-year-old from Ecuador, against Maria Krasavina of Russia. Both climbers just getting ready. Both of them being called forward. Ecuador v Russia in this race. They're away. Good start there from Krasavina. Korea very slow to start. Well, once again, Krasavina slipped. So they're now neck and neck. Korea now, she's lost a half-length lead, and Krasavina should take this with quite much ease, in fact. And she does so, 12.52. Korea still going strong. Can she break 18 seconds? Can she break 20? Yes, she can. 17.98. A little bit disappointed there from the Ecuadorian. Krasavina, 12.52. Both climbers not very happy with that performance. As you can see, there are a lot of climbers here struggling on this first part. There's a slip there from the Russian. The Ecuadorian took the penitent approach to very much to this climb. Slow and steady all the way up. But the Russian recovered well, got a time of just over 12 seconds, but she's looking to better that, to make sure she gets a better seeding in the last 16. Next two out, already been called to the blocks. Gaida Makina of Russia, Maria Boyko, she just stepped off the wall there. Boyko just make sure to get a little bit of chalk. Make sure she's okay, and now Gaida Makina just stepped away as well. You usually get these when it's late in the day. Both of them, but now it's been called away. You usually see this on the knockout stages when they're both, one of them gets on the wall, the other one takes off. A little bit of mind games happening already in this race. This is just the qualifiers. Gaida Makina on the left, Boyko on the right. Russia v Ukraine. And they're away they go. Gaida Makina has already got a half-length lead over the Ukrainian, and now that's gone to a length. Gaida Makina's going to take this with ease, but what's the time going to be? The time's going to be quite good, in fact, 8.58, 9.58. An excellent time from Gaida Makina, and Boyko's missed the button and slipped coming off the wall, so she'll be very much disappointed with that climb. But Gaida Makina, 9.58. She'll be pleased. The same time, in fact, as Usain Bolt 100-metre world record, 9.58. This is how they climbed. Gaida Makina got to a good start. In fact, the Ukrainian didn't do badly either, but another climber taking the penitent approach. Gaida Makina took a length lead here, and she's just making sure she was going to secure that good time to make sure she gets to that last 16, and then she can go hell for leather in the next race to make sure she can get a really good seeding in the last 16. Next two climbers coming out on the wall. Klaudia Busek of Poland. Yurina Levchikina of Russia. They're away. Levchikina with an excellent start. Busek struggling already at the beginning. Levchikina's already got a one-length lead over the pole, and now she's going to take this with ease. But what time is she going to do? Under 10 seconds? Yes, she does. 9.76, 11.43 for the pole. Not a bad effort from both ladies. Excellent start it was from the Russian on the right-hand side, Levchikina. Busek didn't do badly. An average performance. You could say she'll probably want to do better in the second climb, but I think that time may be good enough to get it in so far. Next two climbers are already out. The Ukrainian on the left-hand side, Anastasia Savisko, Simonio Kokova of Slovakia. Savisko on the left, Kokova on the right. Here we go. It's game time. And then away. Good start from Savisko. Kukova, a little bit struggling a little early on, and Savisko had already slipped. Once a lot of climbers are slipping on these walls this morning. But Savisko will get there quite comfortably. In fact, 12.09, and just seeing if Kukova can break 20 seconds here. She is struggling all the way up this wall, taking her time. And she's not going to break 20 seconds, in fact. 20, she even missed the button right at the death. Dear, oh dearie me. 12.09 from Savisko. Kukova will have one more opportunity. Both climbers taking their time early on in this race. The Ukrainian slipping early. The Slovakian got back into the race, but then took an eternity to get up the middle part of this wall. Bear in mind the world record is 8 and a bit seconds. 22, as you can definitely say, is very much below par. Now they're just double checking the start list here to make sure they're getting the right climbers out here, because there's only 17 ladies and they don't go out in even, so there will be a little bit of an odd climber, you could say. This is Stephanie Piekler on the left-hand side. And then Maria Ustimenko. Hold on. Monika Prokupik of Poland, and Stephanie Piekler. Piekler on the Austrians already had one climb this morning. She did all right in that one as well. Monika Prokupik of Poland as well. And now the jury president just running back, making sure everything's in order, and he's happy.
That's okay that way.
Piekler on the left.
Okay, the work.
Prokupik on the right.
You're welcome. See you.
Just in the second half, these ladies' qualifications. Then away, Piekler off very, very quickly, and doing an excellent effort here is the Austrian. Prokupik on the right-hand side, though, trying to come back at her. She's still trying to come back, but it's going to be Piekler getting there first. 9.99 seconds, and Monika Prokupik 10.42, respectable from both ladies. Excellent start there was from the Austrian. She went really quickly. I was a little bit surprised it wasn't a false start, in fact, but she got with there. Everybody was happy, so it was an excellent start that was from the Austrian. She has timed it perfectly and getting in just under 10 seconds. Next two climbers to come out will be Andrea Rojas on the right-hand side and Maria Ustimenko on the left-hand side. Rojas from Ecuador took a little bit of time on her first climb. Let's hope she can better it this time. Both climbers being called to their marks. Then away, Ustimenko, very slow. And Ustimenko was with the false start. They'll just reload. Yes, Ustimenko was with the false start. As the rain here is just turned to drizzle now, so very unusual weather they get in northern Italy. The organiser said to me it's autumnal. It's weather you get in the autumn around here, but September 1st, it's nearly autumn, summer's nearly over. But we're away here this climb. Rokas with a decent start, but Ustimenko's done well. She's already got a half length lead, but Rokas trying to come back at her. Rokas has come back, she's done well, but she's gone as the Ecuadorian. Oh, she's disappointed. Very disappointed. Ustimenko gets there though with a time of 13.06. And the Ecuadorian has got the word disappointment etched on her forehead right now. Absolutely gutted she is. The Ukrainian was got a good start. Rockers did come back here. She did come back well. She got a half-length deficit back to. She was nearly ahead there, and then all of a sudden halfway up the wall here, she just slipped and slipped. Gone. Good night, Vienna. That is her tournament probably over. Next climber has been called to the blocks. Lucia Kokova and Katina Pochakina. Pochakina, going after the, well, she's going to win this with ease, in fact. Kokova took quite a while on her first go. 10.13 from Pochakina. Now what can Kokova do? Can she get there with the time? No, she doesn't. Oh, she's just about. Her fingertips got to it at 16.38 seconds. Kokova looking very, very dejected there. She came down the wall. I think she must think she can do better. Next climbers are already out, in fact. Here's the replay. Polchakina doing well here on the left of your screen. I think it was very much a I wouldn't say textbook performance, but it was, she was more or less in second gear, I think, making sure she's getting that time. She wasn't taking a blind bit of notice of her opponent, but she did well to get a good time of 10.13. Yeah. Natalia Titova gets Margot Heats. Both have been called to their marks. They're away. Titova now. An excellent do. Margot Heats coming back in as well. Titova struggling. She didn't do a time in her first climb, so make sure you got to do on this time though. Margot Heats is gone. Scream of anguish. 11.13 from Titova. Heats disappointed, but she comes down with a smile on her face. Titova it was. She slipped there. She hung on well though. It was an excellent number. There's where Heats went in anguish. Massive screaming anguish. She was disappointed there. Krasavina, no, false start. Krasavina and Ropek this time. Russia v Poland. They're away. Good start from both climbers, Ropek especially. But Krasavina's coming back with it, and she's now really getting up the gears. She's already got a half-length lead over the pole, and she's going to take this easily, surely. Good time. 9.59 in fact. 10.13 from Ropek. An excellent climb from both climbers. 9.59 in fact puts Krasavina in second place. Ropek with her climb, I think that's got her up to 5th place as well, so both of them will be well seeded for the knockout stages. Excellent climb it was from both these climbers. You can see why they're well ranked on the World Cup circuit. No mistakes. Excellent climb from both, and they will be pleased with their work. Maria Boyko of the Ukraine, Sofia Correa of Ecuador. As the rain continues to come down here in Arco. Both being called to the blocks by the IFSC delegates. Boyko v Correa. They're away this time. Boyko it was with a good start. Correa struggling again. She took a long time in her first climb, so Boyko will win this race probably with ease, in fact. But what time will she do it in? She's already over 11 seconds, 12 seconds. 13.32. It might just squeeze it in. Korea isn't taking an absolute eternity here. Over 20 seconds. 19.99. Squeezes in under 20 seconds. But both climbers will be a little bit disappointed with their performance there. Both of them in the mid-teens with their times. The late teens for the Ecuadorian, in fact, and maybe they know they can do better. So, as I said, a lot of mistakes being made from both climbers there. A few of them slipped, but they remained on the wall just to register a time. All Russian derby. Levichkina, Gay Demakina. This will be quick. They're away. Gay Demakina on the right hand side, Levichkina on the left, and neck right now. Nobody's got a lead on this one. Levichkina maybe with the right, a slender lead. Who's in there first? Oh, it's going to be Gay Demakina as Levichkina missed the button. And in fact, Gay Demakina missed the button anyway. Oh, Levichkina wins it, 11.27. Good start from both these climbers. I think they've already registered a time already. Levichkina. Yeah, Gay Demakina with 9.58, so it didn't really matter. And 9.76 from Levichkina, so in all fairness, both these climbers already registered something. It was a bit of a practice climb, you could say, as they prepare themselves for the last 16, which will take place after these qualifiers, after the men's round of 16 takes place, which will be after these ladies' qualifiers, which will take place very shortly. Kokova on the left-hand side, Busek on the right. We're away, Busek on the right-hand side, Kokova on the left. Busek now, heading up the wall. She's taking this with relative ease, in fact. What's the time going to be? 10.45. Kokova, she took her time on her first climb. She's taking her time on her second as well. What time will she register? 17, 18. Oh, she's missed the button. Never mind. Disappointment there for the Slovakian. Busek it was. Good climb there from the pole. Puts her in 8th place right now. At 10.45. So she'll be happy. She'll be here for the round of 16. Monika Prokupik, Anastasia Savisko. They're getting loose, they're getting ready. This is the final climb of the women's qualification. They're away. Prokupik with a slender start. Savisko is, but they're both neck and neck. Savisko with probably a little bit of the lead, but now here comes the pole coming back at her. Neck and neck. This will be on the button, and it is 10.18 from Savisko, 10.29 from Prokupik. The Ukrainian wins. Well, right now, a lot of the men are getting ready. I think they may be getting ready to do this straight after these women's qualifications, in fact. I think this rain, I think it might be putting making sure everybody gets out there and gets out of the arena quickly, because it is, even though it's September 1st, it is cold. It is surprisingly cold here. I'm wearing a massive jacket in my commentary position in front of the speed wall here, with a shirt on underneath. I still feel a little bit cold. So it's just amazing that the weather you get around these parts. We're in the middle of the Dolomites. Wondering where Arco is. We've got 2 miles north of Lake Garda. We're on the northern shore of Lake Garda. you don't know what Lake Garda is, the paradise of the rich and famous. Hollywood stars have homes around these parts. Brad and Angelina, George Clooney has a house around here, I've been told. Maybe they were coming down later on. Watch the best in the business climbing these walls. This is where we stand with the men's qualification. Just to remind you, one will play 16, two will play 15, three will play 14, etc., so on and so forth in these qualifications. They're just having a little bit of a break right now. All the speed climbers are still in position, and then they're just making sure everybody's happy with the delegation, etc. But Libor Horza is the number 1 seed. He'll go first. Sergei Abdrakhmanov second. Sergei Sinitsyn third. Horza's time 6.46 was sublime, by the way. Bassa Moem will be 4th seed, 6.92. Gontaro, the Italian, 6.93. Boldriev from the Ukraine, 7.01. Viatzikovskik, 7.03. Komenzinski of Poland, 7.07. Kokorin, 7.22. Yurko, 7.44. Shevchenko, 8.05. Manuel Escobar, 8.1. Johan Lacusta, 8.14. Isaac Esteves, 8.44. And the other Ecuadorian, propping up that leaderboard, he'll be playing Libor Horza in the first round, 8.69. As it's you can see there on your screen behind the results there, the amount of umbrellas that are up here right now. It really is getting heavier. It's got really heavy in the last minute or so. Look, umbrellas have been going off, but there we go. That's what the... To beg your pardon, we're just some gremlins in the graphics. We're just going to hit the best in the business right now to make sure he can get the knockout draw for you, so you can see it in your entirety. As our graphics man does that, this is what the women's look like. Elena Adamakina, number 1 seed, 9.58, great time. It's an all-Russian 1-2-3 with Krasavina in second. Levachikina in third place. Stephanie Pikler from Austria, just up the road, 9.99. Anita Robek, 10.13. Polchakina tied with her, 10.13. Anastasia Savisko, 10.18. Titova, 11.13. Margot Hitz of France, 13.02. Ustamenko of the Ukraine, 31.06. Boyko, 13.32. Rockets 13.75. Lucia Kokova, 17.38. Korea 17.98. And Samina Kokova is the unlucky lady. She didn't register a time, so she departs the competition right now. They're just getting ready here to get these round of 16 underway. A lot of men's climbers just getting loose, getting warmed up, just stretching their muscles. As the clouds above my head are a I was going to say 50 shades of grey. I think that would be the best way to describe the rain right now. Never mind the book. But it is literally, looking above my head right now, it is grey all over the place, and that grey is full of rain. They have said it might brighten up throughout the day.
Sarà legale questo veramente duello 2 su 15 metri, leggermente strapiombanti su questa duplice linea rossa.
The rain is really hammering down here now, so I think a lot of people are just taking cover underneath umbrellas. There's a little bit of a beer tent slash buffet area that is about 200 yards away. A lot of people have gone there already, to be fair. Such is the intent of this rain right now. I've just been told down the microphone there's been a correction in one of the men's speed qualifications. We'll just try and find that out shortly. But that's how it looks right now. Levo Horser will be the #1 seed in this men's qualification. And Andreas Quinteros will be facing him at number 16. They're the speed climbers. A lot of them still in the arena. Not sure what the wait is for right now. And I don't know if they're waiting for... But it has gone really heavy here now. Still plenty of time for the for hopefully this rain to relent this afternoon. The round of 16 should be taking place. Aha, here we go. Our graphics man has done his finest. This is what the draw is. Levo Horser will play Andreas Quinteros. Jendrez Komzinski will play Lucas Swerk. Bassa Moem against Manuel Escobar of Venezuela. Leonardo Quintero against Arseny Shevchenko. That'll be a good match. Sergei Abdragmanov against Isaac Estevez. And then it's an all-Russian affair. Yevgeny Vaitsakovsky against Stanislav Kokorin. That should be a cracker. Sergei Sinitsyn against Johan Lakusta. And Danilo Bodriev against Alexei Yurko. All of them should happen shortly. Oh, should this weather relent? It really, I can't remember broadcasting from. I'm lucky that I'm lucky that the organisers have given me a parasol to sit under here, because otherwise I would be absolutely soaked right now, and as with my stats and everything else. But such is the weather here right now. It is so bad. But perfect weather I enjoy in playing golf in. That's the. So if you ever want to run a golf with me and it's weather like this, you better put your money away, because it's a weather I do enjoy playing golfing. But anyway, it's not golf we're talking climbing. Just waiting for the Horse looking very streamlined. I think he's the only one who's got the Lycra on. Obviously, he thinks it might shave a couple of milliseconds off. Quinteros in regular climbing gear. This is the round 1. Here we go, round of 16 time. This is no time, straight race. First to the button wins. But away, great start that from Levo Horser. He's already got a half-length lead over the Ecuadorian, and they make that to a length. He's going to get this surely. Oh, a little bit of a slip there from the Czech, but he's there, he's first. 7.55 seconds. 8.45 from Quinteros. Betters his qualification time, but it's still not good enough. Horser, you'll see tonight in the quarterfinals. Good climb that was from Levo Horser. All he needed to do was get to the button first, and he did so. It was an excellent start it was from the Czech. Already had a half-length lead. A little bit of hesitation there, but he didn't need to do it. All he needed to do was to make sure he got over the line, and he did so. 7.45. He already had a half-length lead, and roughly about this time he made that to a length. Got to the button first quite easily. 7.45. He'll be in the quarter-final tonight, and we'll play the winner of the next two race. Which will be an all-Polish affair between Jendrez Komzinski and Lucas Swerk. Swerk 7.18 he qualified in. Komzinski 7.07 he qualified in. Both climbers just getting called forward. We hope. I said we hope. I think they're trying to find one of them. I'm not sure where. He may have just disappeared back to the isolation zone. I do hope not, but doesn't seem to be here right now. Very interesting. We seem to have lost a climber. should be Jedrzej Kominzinski against Lucas Swerk here, but we can't find one of the climbers. The IFSC are on the left-hand side here, just trying to find him, but to no avail right now. Well, they have started these climbs, this round of 16, a little bit early. It is 10:45 on the schedule. So he may have come back to isolation to just calm himself down, maybe get himself ready for this. But we don't know which one it is, because I can't tell which climber it is. But right now, they're going to miss that race and go on to the next one. Well, that is extraordinary. Now, I'm not sure if one of the poles got to buy there. If that's the case, then unfortunately for who it may be. But this is Bassem Moem of France. It's Manuel Escobar. I'm going to try and find out for you what happened. We'll try and find out what happened for you there, but in the meantime, we'll carry on with Bassem Moem against Manuel Escobar. There they go, again, called forward. Moem, 4th seed, 6.92. Escobar, just over 8 seconds for the Venezuelan. They're away. Moem with a good start. Escobar's trying to come back at him though, but Moem has already got a half-length lead. Moem going strong. Or he's going to hit the button, and he does so. 6.82, great time. Escobar missed it. Unfortunate there from the Venezuelan, but his tournament is over. Moem with a good time. He got a good start, did Moem, on the left-hand side of your screen. Already had a half-length lead, but by the time he was a third of the way up the wall. There's a little bit of a mistake there from Escobar, and again losing his footing. Moem taking it steady, taking his time, and he gets there quite well in 6.82 seconds. Next race. The 4th race, even though this is the third one to take about the old Polish derby between Lucas Swerk and Kominzinski. One of them is missing. We don't know who, but we'll carry on. Leonardo Gontaro against Andrea Shevchenko. They are away. False start. False start from Shevchenko. Shevchenko was at the false start. So the both reload, just compose themselves. So then we're back. Gontaro on the left, Shevchenko on the right, so they're both away and they're both going to a clean start. Shevchenko it is on the right hand side, he's got a lead, a little bit of a length. They're climbing Gontaro, I think Gontaro's going to get there, he does! That's a good shock here from Leonardo Gontaro. Shevchenko lost his foot in, I think, about a metre from the top to let Gontaro in. 7.01 he goes through with. He will be delighted. Shevchenko, disappointment. Keep your eye on this. This was neck and neck all the way up. Gontaro on the left of your screen, Shevchenko on the right. Shevchenko had a little bit of a lead there of about a quarter of a length. Then he comes through here. Does Leonardo Gontaro. It's a great climb. There's the slip. There's the slip from the Russian to let the Italian in, and he wins it. Sergei Abdrakhmaniov against Isaac Estevez now. 5th race. They're away. Abdrakhmaniov with a half-length lead. Estevez is gone anyway. He can climb into the canter, but it's a good climb anyway from the Russian. 6.97. Estevez falls he's out, and he'll be back, going back to Ecuador this evening. Good climb it was from the Russian. Estevez went really early, I think halfway up the wall he'd already gone. The Russian already had a half-length lead by this point anyway, and there he goes, there's the slip from the Ecuadorian. He falls, the Russian goes through, he's through to the quarterfinals, he'll be back tonight. So now, an all-Russian derby. This should be a cracker. Evgeny Wojciechowski, Stanislav Kokorin. Both these climbers with many plaudits in the past, but one of them will not make it to tonight. Here we go. Stand by for this one. This could be fireworks. Let away. Both climbs off to a clean start. Here, away we go. Oh, the Evgeny's already gone. He's already gone. This is going to get this, surely. There was a slip early on from Evgeny. He's gone. 7.70, 6.69. Great climb from the Russian Kokorin. One of the quickest climbs of the day. Not the quickest. But Wojciechowski is gone. Look at the climb here. This was neck and neck halfway up, but it was just one slip from the Russian on the left-hand side, Evgeny. One slip. World number one is gone. Not the form he wanted to go into going into the World Cup. There was a slip there just early on to leave Kokorin, his fellow countryman, in. Bang, hits the button. Good night, world number one. Next climbers are out already. Russia v France. They're away. Good start from the Russian on the left-hand side, Sinitsyn. Lakusa as well going strong. It's going to be neck and neck. Look, the Frenchman's coming back, but on the button again. 7.28 from Sergei Sinitsyn. Lahan Lakusa just missing out. Quarter of a second slower. And another Russian goes through to the ninth quarterfinals. That was quick. Sinitsyn it was on the left-hand side. Getting this. Lakusa did well, did the Frenchman. He kept with him for the majority of the way. But the Russian was just too good at the end. Coming through with a time of 7.28. Not the quickest of the day. He can go faster than that. But still, getting through to the ninth quarterfinal. That's all he needed to do. Finally, an all-Ukrainian affair. But we're still trying to find the two Poles, Swerk and Komenzinski. Trying to find where they are. They're still missing. We'll try and get some information on that as soon as we get it. But it's an all-Ukrainian affair now. Bodriev on the left-hand side, Yurko on the right. Here we go. Stand by. Oh wow! A false start is not the word there. I think he was on New York time when he took that climb. That was very, very quick. Well, there may have been a twitch there because they're saying the guy on the left set the guy on the right off. So, be interested to see. Well, hopefully there won't be another false start, otherwise they could be in big trouble. Okay, we're ready. Here we go. Our Ukrainian derby is away, and the Boldriev on the right and left hand side with a good start. He's already got a quarter length lead, made that to a half length. Yurko trying to come back. Yurko's got good night. It's Boldriev with the time of 7.02. He goes through to the quarterfinals. So Boldriev it was. It goes through, and the rain still hammering down here in Arco. The question is, where are Lukas Komenzinski and Thomas Swerk? And Lukas Swerk, I do beg your pardon. Have they found them? I don't think they have. They're going straight to the ladies, I think. So we're just trying to get some information on that right now. One of my colleagues has just run over to the IFSC delegation table to see why that old Polish affair was missed out. If one of them was missing, or there's something wrong, or maybe an injury. Well, this is as it stands right now. Levo Horza is through. Andreas Quinteros is out. Basamoem's through. Leonardo Quintaro is through. Them two will play this evening. Sergei Abdrakhmaniov is through. Stanislav Kokorin also through. Sinitsyn through. That's the 3 Russians that are through. And Bodrev, which went through shortly. Now, I've just been told the old Polish affair, the second on the screen, between Komazinski and Lucas Swerk. Now, one of them is missing. We don't know where he is. However, I've been told that it's going to be left open. That match is going to be left open until after the women's qualification. Now, we're just trying to get confirmation which which Pole it is. I think it might be Swerk who's missing. If he doesn't come back by the end of the women's qualifications, he'll be out and a bye will go through. But one of them is missing.
But no one knows where he is.
We've just been told Lucas Swerk is the gentleman who is missing. But nobody can find him. He's got until the 8 races of the women's qualification to get here to do his race. Otherwise, he is out of the competition. Yeah. So these are the 8 women that will go through. That will now contend this women's round of 16. Elena Gejdemakina against Sofia Korea. And Monika Prapukek of Poland against another Polish affair, Claudia Busek. I hope both of them Poles are here. Stephanie Pichler against Maria Boko. Ksenia Polchakina of Russia against Maria Ustimenko of the Ukraine. Maria Krasavina against Lucia Kokova. That's a Russia v Slovakia. Then it's Ukraine v Russia. Anastasia Savisko against Natalia Titova. Yulina Levchikina of Russia against Andrea Rojas of Ecuador. And Anita Ropek of Poland against Margot Hitz of France. So 7 men have gone through so far. We're still waiting for Lucas Swerk to turn up back to the arena. He's already did his qualification time. It was 7.18. So he must know he's through, unless he's got his times mixed up and thinks he's coming back tonight. I'm not sure. But right now, he's in limbo, because if he doesn't come here by the end of these 8 races, he's out of the competition, and his countryman, Komazinski, will go through. So everybody's running around. I think maybe a few of the other Poles might be trying to find where Lucas Swerk might be. But now, anyway, it's ladies' time. Yeah, the IFSC delegate Tim Hatch just come over to me and said they are going to continue with the women's game and hopefully gets here by the end of these 8. Otherwise, he's got. But nobody has a clue where he is or what he's like. And look at his time on the board. His time was 7.18. And if people are thinking that it wasn't a bad time, and he must have known there were 16 people here, so surely he's got his times mixed up, his scheduling problem. He might have thought, oh, we're just doing the qualifications, I'll come back tonight. But that's not the case. They're doing the round of 16 now, so he's got probably, I reckon, 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes to get here. Otherwise, he's out the competition. So the women are going now. But bearing in mind, because of the weather that's happening here, because it's still bucketing down here in Arco, that the schedule was supposed to be 10:45, but they must have thought the climbers are here right now. We're going to go straight into this, get it over and done with, so we can just prepare them, everybody ready for the lead competition that's going to start later this afternoon. But Lucas Swerk is missing. We don't know where he is, and if somebody can find him, he'll be racing immediately. But we're on to the women's. Russia v Ecuador. Elena Gaida Makina against Sofia Correa. Well, Korea's times. I heard the shout of Lucas is here. I heard a shout to the left from the delegation, the IFSC delegation saying Lucas is here. But now it's just even more confusion. Are they putting even the girls in? All right, I think that's the organiser in the middle of your screen, Angelo with the white trousers. So right. So I think they're taking the ladies off, and now the men. The mission pole has arrived. So this is extraordinary. Well, I would have thought that they would have waited. He's turned out, let the girls get on with it and then do them last, but no. He's now sticking his harness on. He's been missing for half an hour, and now we're going to wait probably another 5 minutes while he puts his harness on and gets ready. Komazinski, in the meantime, he's just getting loose. He's just been woken up by all of this as well. Extraordinary. Well, that's Komazinski on the left of your screen. He's been here waiting for around 20 minutes for his fellow countryman to get here. He's right now sticking his harness on. So this could be a rush job, this could be. But he's getting his harness, getting ready, but his coach is there helping him out. So there you go, that's Komazinski. Well, you can see there. Swerk, I'm just trying to see where he is. I saw him put his harness on just a second ago. I think he's behind, yeah, he's just sitting down, he's putting his climbing shoes on. So, be interesting to see how this pans out, actually. There he is. The missing man has turned up. Well, he's had no mental preparation time for this, so this should be interesting how he takes this. So it'll be Komazinski on the left, Lucas Swerk on the right. Final first round match of these men's round of 16. The winner will go through to play the Frenchman, Bassa Moem, in tonight's quarterfinals. Here we go, they've been called to the blocks. Komazinski on the left, Swerk on the right. All Polish affair. No, now Komazinski just coming off the wall. Don't know whether to give his fellow countryman a little bit more mental time, probably not, in fact. Now they've been called again. Extraordinary stuff. So, there we go. Komazinski on the left, Swerk on the right. Then away. Oh, what a start, surely, from Swerk it is. Well, he's late getting here, now it's too early for the start gun. Nods in appreciation, he knows it was him. So, here we go again, second time lucky. Komazinski on the left, Swerk on the right. Final round 16 tie. Then away this time. Good start that is from Komazinski. Swerk's already lost his footing. Komazinski with a half-length lead. Swerk's coming back in though. Komazinski will get there. He does. 6.87. Swerk 7.12. Komazinski waited a while, but he got his reward. He's through to the last 8. Shake of hands from the two fellow countrymen, and a rueful smile from Lucas Swerk as well. So, the men are done. They'll all be back tonight. Komazinski is through. He'll face Bassam Moem in tonight's quarterfinals. This is how they started and finished. Swerk was a little bit edgy on the start line. In fact, there it goes. That was the call away from the wall from Komazinski. Both climbers look to get ready. This is the replay. There it is. Here's the replay. Komazinski was off to a good start. Swerk lost his footing, I think, a little bit early on. I think there, a little bit of a hesitation, in fact, to give his countryman a half-length lead. And then all of a sudden, it was only one-way traffic from there. He tried to come back, did Swerk, but Komazinski was just too strong for him in the end, and he hit the button with a good third of a second. Now we can start with the women. You can see all the umbrellas up here, but this is confirmation of where we stand in the men's speed. Last 16. Libor Horza is to beat Andreas Quinteros. The time of 7.55 seconds. He'll go through the race Dedris Komazinski, who just went through against Lucas Swerk. Bassam Moem will play the Italian Leonardo Gontaro in tonight's quarterfinals. Sergei Adragmaniov will play Stanislav Kokorin. Big shock that was, the world number one in the fastest time of that last 16. Kokorin went through. Sinison through, Bodget through, and already we're off with the women. Gator McKean on the left hand side against the Ecuadorian. And in all fairness, Gator McKean, this is a one-way traffic. She can do this at a canter if she wanted. She's through 10.12. There's always going to be a winner in this one. All Gator McKean had to do was stay on the wall, I think, and we should have gone through. 15.77 from Korea. Never mind. But you'll enjoy your time here. Yeah, just a confirmation of the men's speed at last 16. Sergei Sinitsyn, 7.28 beat Johan Lakusta, and Daniel Bodrev, 7.02 against his fellow countryman Alexei Yurkov. Them two will face each other this evening as well. There's just as a confirmation. Libor Horza, Dedris Komazinski, Bassam Moem, Leonardo Gontaro, Sergei Adragmaniov against Stanislav Kokorin, Sergei Sinitsyn, Daniel Bodrev. They will start 7:30 local time tonight. Right then, round two of this women's last 16 ties. Monika Prokupik, Claudia Buksek. All Polish affair, they're away. Prokupik with a decent start, but Buksek has already got a slender lead, or about a quarter of a length, but it's already been cut into. That's Prokupik now is going to get there with a quarter. Here's on the bottom. This one is going to be close, and it's Prokupik who wins it with 9.90. Busek missed the button. Good climb that is from Monika Prokupik. She'll go through to place Elena Gay Devakina this evening. Good start from both poles, in fact. Busek she did get a little bit of a quarter length lead, but it was already cut into by Prokupik, who returned it with a lead of her own. It was very close, tight towards the last few holds, but it was Prokupik who went there on the button. She got there after a little bit of a hesitation from her fellow pole. And we're already underway with this third semi-final between the Austrian, it's Austria, Stephanie Pikler, Maria Boyko of the Ukraine. Away. Good start that from the Austrian Pikler. She's already got a half-length lead over the Ukrainian. Make that a length. She hesitated a little on the wall, but Boyko is struggling. Pikler should come through here. All she need to do is hit the button, and she does so. 10.51. Boyko struggled with that one time, and she even missed the button at the end there as well. Austria will have a representative in the speed finals with Stephanie Pikler, who is through in 10.51 seconds. She'll be through to tonight's quarterfinals. It was a great start it was from the Austrian. She already had a quarter length, half length lead already by the time she was a third of the way out the wall. Great stuff it was from Stephanie Piekler. All she needed to do at this point really was get there, make sure she got on all them holes and make sure she hit the button. As its rain is really relentless now, it is coming really heavy here. I'm just a little bit lucky that we're under cover here, these climbers are, otherwise they would be really struggling. And it's just coming down vertically now. I think it's in for the day, which is a bit of pity for all these spectators. Anyway, Porcukina, the Russian, on the left-hand side, Ostaminko on the right-hand side, and Porcukina's already got a half-length lead over the Ukrainian, make that a length. She might get this, all she's going to do again, hit the button, she's through, she does so, 10.34 seconds. Ostaminko's out, 13.22 her time. So Porcukina will face the Austrian Piekler in tonight's quarterfinals. Four more races to go this morning, and these speed climbs.
Next five, next duel. On the left, IFSC, world champion. Secondo posto per lei, King, World Cup 2022.
It was a good start that was on the Russian on the left-hand side of your screen. She did well there. Again, I think she knew at this point at the corner of her eye she could see that she already had a length lead on the Ukrainian. Hits the button, she's through to tonight's quarterfinals. Job done. Her work of the morning is done. Now the next climbers: Maria Krasavina against Semina Kokova. Kokova slow in her time, in her qualifications, and so much so that Krasavina is off the wall like a whippet here. She's going to go through at ease, easily. All she's going to do is hit the button, does so, 9.53. Kokova is just actually about to hit the button now, such as her time, and she even missed the button, in fact. So she'll be disappointed with her performance. But Krasavina won't be. Her morning's work's done. You'll see her in the quarterfinals this evening. Three races to go. Russia beat Ukraine. Anastasia Savisko against Natalia Titova. Titova struggled in her qualifications, failed to hit the button on this right-hand side. I hope she does so this time. This is going to be a good race. We are away. Savisko with a decent start, but Titova is she's doing well. She's already got a quarter length line lead. She should take this if she does well. Oh, Savisko's gone. Titova hits the button, 9.56. Savisko, disappointment etched on her face there. Hands are covering her face right now. She is really annoyed with herself. She doesn't get there. She's out. Titova through to the quarterfinals. 2 more races to go. Russia v Ecuador here. And then away. The Russian on the left-hand side, Levchikina, already with a length lead. And looks like she's going to take this work. Another one with these. The left-hand side of the wall is really being favourable in these round of 16 ties. Rock has 13.48, respectable, but not good enough to make it through to the last 8. So final race. Final 2. Rodpek v Heats. We're away. Heats off to a very good start on the right-hand side. Rodpek on the left. This is neck and neck. Heats it is with a slender lead. Back comes Ropek. This is excellent stuff. Oh, Ropek's gone. Oh, no. Ropek's gone. Margot Heats it is. Ropek, disappointment. Oh, she's in disbelief. Absolutely. Margot Heats it is, goes through. Massive shock at the last race of the day, and you can see it there on her face. Edita Ropek. She's as disappointed. Absolute disappointment etched all over her face there. Keep your eye on her here. Keep your eye on her. Heats is neck and neck up to this point, and it was just, she misses one of the holds. I think about over the quarter of the way to go. There it is, there it is. That was her World Cup over, there and then. But Margot Heats has knocked out a favourite here, and she's through, and she's delighted. So there you have it. That is the women's qualifications and the round of 16 over. They will come back tonight at 7:30 local time. But all these will come to a finish, and it should be a cracking atmosphere. There's still some good spectators here for the semi-finals on this Saturday afternoon. But hopefully we'll have a lot more here tonight, and hopefully this rain relents as well, because for me, if I'm looking around me here in Arco, it looks like it's in for the day, and we should make the league climbing later on, because that is not really covered from the rain. Like the speed walls right in the centre of the arena, the league walls are at the extreme left and extreme right, so they might be getting hit with some rain. So that should be interesting to watch when they come out to play later this afternoon. But this is the confirmation of where we stand in the last 16. Elena Gaida-Makina is through. Monika Prokupik through. Them two will face each other. Stephanie Pikler beating Maria Boyko. Ksenia Polchakina. Maria Ustimenko was her victor. Maria Krasavina is through. Natalia Titova through. Yelena Levachikina is through. She beat Andrea Rojas from Ecuador. And Edita Ropek, a big shock, a former European champion, going out to Margot Heats, or Margot Heights, I could have been told. And if Heights is the way you pronounce that name, what a perfect name it is to have as well. They'll be back tonight for the quarterfinals. Confirmation of the women's speed quarterfinals. This is how they look. Elena Gaida-Makina of Russia against Monika Prokupik of Poland, I beg your pardon. Stephanie Pikler of Austria against Ksenia Polchakina of Russia. Then more Russians. Marina Krasavina will face Lucia Kokova of Slovakia. And then Yulia Levachikina of Russia will face Margot Heitz of France. That is how they line up for the women's quarterfinals, which take place this evening. Hopefully to get something warmed on them, because it is got exceptionally cold here in Arco. Many thanks for joining us, wherever you are watching us, and I hope that you'll join us later today for the speed quarterfinals, the semi-finals, and the final tonight, as well as the Rockmaster Lead. For me, Johnny Bryan, I wish you a very good morning.